Hi everybody, it's Jeff from Puppets by Jeff here, and I wanted to take a minute to show you my newest puppet creation. This here is Dion. I really won't go into why he's named Dion on the video. That'll be listed on the website, but it has to do with the scientific name of a certain type of plant. Anyways, Dion is a plant, as you can see. He basically is a puppet that fits inside this bucket, and the bucket has some brown material on the top that looks like dirt. It has a bunch of really nice fake silk plants on it, and then Dion himself comes up through the bucket. I'll show you real quick on the back. Your arm goes into it. The hole in the bucket is actually wrapped in fleece so that you don't end up having any kind of, rough edges or anything that your arm is touching. But then what ends up happening is you hold him just like this. You hold the bucket, and then just like any of the other puppets, he can look all around. He's a really cool puppet. It took me quite a bit of work to get him designed. He's an all-original pattern that I put together myself. The entire thing basically kind of inspired a little bit by Little Shop of Horrors. But he's a really great puppet. I actually really like him a lot. I think he's got a lot of potential. Mainly because of the fact that, he does just look, kind of like a plant. You'll notice that the puppet himself doesn't have any eyes or anything like that on him. He's got some purple spots. And he's got some purple little fuzzy spots as well, basically just to give him a little bit of definition so that his head doesn't all look exactly like his body. You can pull his sleeve down in there a little bit more too, so that it looks a little bit different, and then you can adjust how far into or out of the dirt effectively he is with your arm. Dion is actually, he can be pulled out completely so that you could have just the puppet if you wanted to. But the nice thing is, because he's in the bucket like this, you can operate him a couple of different ways. First of all, you could carry him around just like this with him on your hand, looking around. I've actually even seen some people who will carry him like this, and they've actually gone so far as to build themselves basically like a fake hand that is basically like glued to this side. It goes around to the back so that it looks almost like their hand. Basically they would stuff a glove and glue it on there, and then have that glove going around back, and then it looks like if they wore a glove on this other hand, it would actually look like they had both hands holding the bucket, which would make it so that the plant effectively looked like it was not even being controlled by the puppeteer. I know I haven't released any new stuff in a little while. I've been kind of busy with some other things. But Dion is a puppet that I've been planning on putting together for quite a while. His head was fairly difficult to work out how it was going to be. I ended up having to use basically several different patterns that I have and take elements from each one of them and put them all together to form my own complete original pattern. But in the end, I really like the way it turned out. The nice thing about Dion would be with the fake plants that we've got in here, which are actually pretty nice, you could add your own fake plants to it as well. The plants are attached to the dirt, quote unquote there. But the plants could be replaced with other kinds of plants. You could put different flowers on them. If you bought a Dion, you could actually put your own types of flowers or plants anywhere on him himself. But it's kind of cool because, you can just be sitting there with him, holding on to him and, moving his head around just a little bit, and he ends up looking, like a man-eating plant. He's pretty cool. I don't know whether you noticed his mouth is green. I did that basically because I didn't really think that red or black would look right for the mouth on a plant. I thought it should look more green, just like the plant himself. But Dion will be available on the website shortly. Not exactly sure what the cost of him is going to be right yet, but I'm thinking that he might end up fitting into the Ultimate line of puppets because he was quite a bit of work, and he does have quite a few nifty features on him that really don't place him in any of the other types. So I just wanted to take a second to let you guys kind of get to see him. Hopefully you like him. I think he's really cool. And definitely, the ways that you can work with him, I mean, you could walk around anywhere with him, basically like this, and tell people that it's just a plant, and then have him, move and stuff like that. So, thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for your interest in Puppets by Jeff. Have a good night.